When attorney Nicole Fenger was assigned to work the YSL case, her dream had came true. But right when things were going well for her, her past caught up with her and turned that dream into a nightmare.
People play gangsta and police games at the same time. That is weird. That is weird.
Got proof. Now, here's another thing. If you think you're street and you're about that life, great, be about that life. But when shit's real and you go to jail, that's just what it is. Now, if you're not about that life and once you get in jail, you want to bitch, moan, and do all that stuff, then you're not about that life and you should have sat your on the sidewalk.
Every time we plead not guilty in the first place.
I'm not sure if it's the black sin or shaming people who take plea deals or spelling out broke in $20 bills or posing with a gun sign, but this wouldn't be my first choice for a lawyer if I had a case as severe as the one that the YSL members had. If I was fighting for my life, I'm not necessarily calling up Nicole Fenger and asking her to represent me. But to hell with what I think, because Tenquarius, yes, his mama named him Tenquarius, bro ain't stand a chance. Tenquarius Mender hired her to represent him as a defendant in a YSL Rico charge. That turned out to be a pretty great decision by Tenquarius to hire Nicole to represent him, because Nicole had one of the brightest moments during this entire YSL Rico. See, Nicole was able to convince the judge to give Tenquarius his own separate trial, separate from other YSL members. But it looks like her days representing Tenquarius Mender during the YSL Rico case are over, because she herself just got arrested on criminal gang charges as well.
Nicole Fenger represents a defendant in the Young Slime Life gang case. Tonight, she is now in trouble herself. In fact, I've learned she is facing a gang charge. Atlanta area criminal defense attorney Nicole Fenger now needs a lawyer of her own after being arrested in Gwinnett County Friday and booked into the Fulton County Jail.
Once you take a look at this lady's social media, you will realize that her title as an attorney is just for show. She's very much so still a hood booger. She's a hood rat extraordinaire. So here's what's going on. On September 27th, 2022, 2 people were shot and rushed to Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Now, one person succumbed to their injuries and they passed away. It took a while for police to get any leads on a possible suspect, so almost a year later, they was finally able to piece together leads and get a suspect, and that led to the arrest of Keontae Davis for the homicide.
Double one, checking on you on Marietta Boulevard.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Officer Lane, City of Atlanta Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because right there at the light at Piedmont and Peachtree, is stop means stop. That means all wheels got to stop. You didn't stop. You just kept rolling on through and made the right turn.
I was on the phone running my mouth.
The officer stops Keontae for running a stop sign and not stopping, which is not that big of a deal, but then he instantly, automatically volunteers and confesses that he was also using his phone while he was driving as well. Like, why? But that's some serious foreshadowing for what's to come.
So you got a driving license?
No, sir.
I'm going to get your first and last name.
Keontae William Davis.
You got a picture of it?
I'm going through my phone looking for it. I live right there. I was coming from my mama's house. Something happened over there. Here you go. I was on the phone running my mouth. I'm sorry.
Zoom into the picture so I can see the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Got to zoom.
05.
I'm good.
89 70949. I just left from the gas station right there. I was on the airport running my mouth.
All right.
I live right there at the site.
Okay.
I gotta give it up for Keontae Davis. To be a POS murdering scum, he does conduct himself like a law-abiding citizen. Most hoodlums and hooligans would have given the information probably a fake name to the police, and as the cop goes to their vehicle to run the fake name, they would have driven off and gotten away, especially if they knew they committed a murder like a year prior. But we will soon find out why Keontae giving his real name to the officer and not driving off was really dumb. Taking into consideration everything, we will soon find out that Keontae Davis knew in that particular moment.
3141, keep like one time.
All right. So maybe cut the car off for me. All right. So you know you got a warrant, right?
No, sir.
All right, you got a warrant out of the city of Atlanta, okay, for aggravated assault.
Remember, he shot 2 people, killing 1. So there were 2 active warrants out for his arrest. 1 arrest warrant for aggravated assault on the person who survived their gunshot wounds, and then the warrant for felony murder on a person who died. But for some reason, the officer only seen 1 arrest warrant. I'm not sure if that was a strategy by the officer who just told him aggravated assault so he don't do nothing crazy and try to run.
So I got to put you in a car. I'm gonna detain you, okay? Detain means just only holding you until time being, okay? You ain't in custody yet, all right? Until they confirm the warrant, all right? Step out of the car.
Resident 1201 and 1207.
My phone.
Put the phone in the seat.
1201. You can disregard.
You go by any other names? You didn't know you had a warrant out?
1206 and 1207. Copy. An audible alarm at 600 Beach Street, Battle Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Northwest.
You got any weapons or anything on you?
600 Beach Street, Battle Avenue. Never come up.
Keontae Davis was arrested February 21st, 2023 for felony murder and aggravated assault. Now, the question is, though, where does Nicole factor into this? So Keontae and Nicole are associates. It's unclear if their relationship is romantic or not, but they're an associate and they know each other. So while Nicole was at court one day handling some other things, she overheard a preliminary hearing where a judge signed off on an arrest warrant for Keontae. Now, the judge in the court, not really knowing that Nicole knew who Keontae was or had no idea that Nicole will then overhear the preliminary hearing and hear the judge put out the arrest warrant for Keontae, she would then give Keontae a call warning him that there's an active warrant out for his arrest, and she will also warn him and tell him to get rid of his phone and delete everything. So she was actually instructing this man on exactly how to move and how to obstruct the justice system. Well, that's a crime, and she knew it was a crime, but she put her career at risk and her freedom at risk to save a hood booger.
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. Nicole Fenger represents a defendant in the Young Slime Life gang case. Tonight, she is now in trouble herself. In fact, I've learned she is facing a gang charge. Atlanta area criminal defense attorney Nicole Fenger now needs a lawyer of her own after being arrested in Gwinnett County Friday and booked into the Fulton County Jail. Police say she told a murder suspect he was wanted and to ditch his phone. This stems from a September 2022 deadly shooting in downtown Atlanta. Atlanta police say she contacted a suspect in the case to tell him he was wanted and then told him to dispose of his phone. Detectives say Fenger was not representing the suspect she called and learned about the warrant during a court hearing related to the shooting. Fenger faces 2 charges: participation in criminal street gang activity and solicitation to tamper with evidence. Fenger represents YSL defendant Tanquarius Mender.
If you grew up in the inner city, then chances are you know a white chick like Nicole who want to be in the mix, got all black friends, want to indulge herself in the culture, speak like them, act like them. Nicole just took it too far. She became a lawyer to represent her criminal boyfriends, bruh, and, you know, her criminal partners. Bruh, she even shaming people for quote-unquote snitching. As a lawyer, it's insane. Like, I've never seen that like this before in my life. But here's the thing. See, Nicole risked her bar license. She risked everything. She risked her career to look out for Keontae, but it looks like Keontae is the one who threw her under the bus because only Keontae and Nicole knew about that phone call. So if she never told the police and told them she gave Keontae a call, that would mean that Keontae told on her. Now she's involved and about to lose her entire career by trying to look out for Keontae when Keontae turned on her the second he got, bruh. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do y'all think about this, all right? Is Nicole a real one or a dummy? And if you're still watching, man, click on this video right here to find out why everybody is celebrating this content creator's death on social media. Click on this video right here to find out exactly why. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.